Good morning. Welcome to Move More with Mary. We are here this morning, my friends, just to do some nice gentle movements. We're going to do a mixture of seated and standing today. You might want to have some little tins or some light weights that you can use to help us build a little bit of muscle. This class is brought to you by myself, Mary Parkinson, and in connection with Rethinking Pain. Great organisation, and these classes are designed just to help you move a little bit more if you are living in pain. If we live in pain, it is exhausting and it is very what's the right word? Can't think of it. very restrictive, very restrictive. So I wanted to encourage you just to move within your own remits of not increasing your pain, okay? But just to get our muscles, our joints moving to help our mobility, okay? Now when we start, things might feel a little bit stiff and a little bit uncomfortable, but just try and work through it as long as it's not sharp, stabby pain. Just do what you can do, okay? And that is the key to this class and every class with Move More with Mary, is just do what you can do. If you need to take a longer rest, you take a longer rest. So just give yourselves a little minute. We need a chair, we need some tins, and you need a glass of water or a bottle of water just to keep hydrated. Now we're going to be working for 40 seconds with a 20 seconds rest, okay? Lovely. We're going to start seated, and we're just going to start with a nice little warm-up. So just make sure, my friends, that you have a nice safe space to work from. Put my chair back a little so you can see my feet. All right, let's take some nice deep breaths and some nice big circles. Now, if it's too much for the arms straight, just bend your elbows and make those circles a little bit smaller. If that's too painful for shoulders, just have your hands on your thighs and just do a nice little shoulder roll. Lovely. When the music dips in volume, that's just telling you you're halfway through. Okay, you're 40 seconds. Lovely. Now just hold it there. Stay seated. This is your little active rest. Got an itchy eye there. I'm just going to bring my camera down a little bit so you can see my feet more. And just grab my little tins for a moment when we're going to use them. All right, now stay seated. Sit nice and tall. And we're just going to come into a little heel dig and a little bicep curl. So we're going to alternate sides. Good job. Heel digs and a little bicep curl. Well done, everybody. Just doing what you can do. Remember, you do what you can do. Don't let anything make you have backache or hurt the back that you do. So if you need to have a cushion behind yourself to support your back, that's fine. Just try and concentrate on sitting up nice and tall. Lovely. Good job. Give your legs a little rub. Just take a little rest there. You just stay seated. Just going to turn up our music just a little bit there. Super. All right, my friends, I want you to just bring your elbows up. This time we're going to straighten out one leg and then bring it in. So bring the heel down, but just pause so you can straighten the leg out. And we're just taking the arms wide. Little finger leads the way back. Good. Place the heel down. Your shoulders down. Good. Lovely. Bring those arms down. A lot of work there for the shoulders, just as we're warming them up. Good job. Okay, my friends. Let's to warm up the side of our body a little bit more. We're going to add in a little bit of rotation. So just bring your hands across your chest. Sit tall, and you're just going to move through your waist. Look over one shoulder, come back to the center, and then look over the other shoulder, come back to the center. Just look over your shoulder, back to the center. Good job. Reaching up tall into the crown of your head. Moving through your waist. Lovely. All right. Now we've warmed our spine rotation-wise. Let's just do it lateral flexion-wise. So we'll just take a nice side bend. Again, sitting tall. Well done. Good job, everybody. Lovely. So just reach your arm over. If it's too much, take the arm over the head. Just keep your arms down. Okay? And we can just do a little side bend here. Okay, so easier. Just do the side bend. Harder. Just take that nice side bend. Bring it on over. Nice work. Lovely. All right, good job. Okay, my friends, we're going to come and we're just going to warm the hips up a little bit more. So we're just going to step out, out, in. Okay, try and sit tall. If you're struggling to sit up tall, you can always have your hands down to help give your back a little bit of support. Okay, just out, out, in. That's it. Out and in. That's all. Ooh. Superb. Doing well, guys. Doing well. Lovely. Good. Enjoy the movement, okay? To move is a gift. Absolute gift. Even if you can't move as you would hope, the movement that you have got, just celebrate it and do what you can to keep it and to improve it. Well done. All right, we're going to stay with those legs, but this time when we've come out, then we're going to reach, and then we'll bring the legs in. So out, reach, and then bring it in, out, reach, and then bring it in. That's it. Now you could reach lower. You can reach for your calves instead of the knees, if that was better for you. Or the ankles, if we want to go deeper. But you can just stay reaching for the knees, okay? And do what's right for you. Lovely. My friends, I think we are ready to start standing a little. Shuffle your bottom to the front of the chair. Feet hip distance. Hands on the chair if you need that extra little push up with your arms. If you can, hands here. Now make sure you not got your feet too far forwards, but they're far enough forward so that we can bring our weight forward, push through the heels, stand up through those legs. As we come down, start it with a little hip hinge. Bend your knees. Look for the chair with your bottom. You can hold on, you can feel that chair with your hands. If you need that bit of confidence, you do what you can do, okay? You do what's right for you. Come on up. Lovely. Let's stay standing, guys. Let's stay standing. Lovely. a little minute. Just make sure they're not in the way. We're going to rise up to tiptoes. So fingers on the chair if we need to. We're going to lift to toes. Just rise up to toes and then drop the heels. Rise to toes and then drop the heels. If you don't need the chair for your balance, that's great. Don't hold on to it. Now come right up onto your big toes. Squeeze your calves. Try and roll your weight in towards your big toe, and that will help you with your balance. Standing up tall. Keeping our core on. Lovely, good job. All right, just move your feet. Just get that nice flow going. All right, let's pick up 110. Okay, 110. Okay, we're gonna lift arm and leg to the side. Chair is there for balance if we need it. So just lift it up and then bring it down. Lift it up and then bring it down. Lovely. Now make sure this supporting leg, the foot's under the hip. Okay, so we've got that nice alignment. You can try hand on hip if you don't need to hold the chair. Good, just lift your arm to shoulder height. Keep your foot facing forwards as we lift our leg. Nice work, good. All right, my friends, I want you to bring your weight into your chest, okay? I'm just going to lift the camera up a teeny weeny bit here. All right, good job. Okay, we're going to squat down, so you can hold the chair. If you don't need to, don't worry about it. Push your hips back. So remember that little squat when we were sitting down? Just do it and pretend you're looking for the chair. You're standing up. Lift your arms above your head, holding it in. Take that little hip hinge, press through. Now keep the back long, so keep your tummy on here. Try and drop your hips down, level with your knees. And press it on up. It'll sink down, press through the heels, lift your arms. Good, amazing. If you need the chair, you could either just leave it where it is as we come back to the other leg and just face away from me. I'm just going to move my chair so it's easier for you to see. All right, are we ready? So let's do the other leg and the other arm. Just lift to the side, supporting the ear soft. Yeah, so we're working the shoulder. We're working the outside of your glute, your butt muscle. We're working through the hip. And stand up tall. Remember, if we can, don't hold on to the chair, because balance is super important. To keep practicing. People say to me, my balance is terrible. But if you don't practice it, it's a skill balance, yeah? We need to practice it. Good. All right, we're going to bring our weight or our tin, whatever we've got, back into our chest. We're going to come back to that little squat. This time we're going to lift the tin across the body and we'll alternate which way we go. Okay, so we'll do 2 lifts, 1 squat. Hinge your hips, squat down. Now lift up across and then across and then bring it in. Hinge your hips, take that squat. Lift it up across, across. Good. Hinge your hips, sink down. Lift it up across, across. Good. Sink it up down. Lift it up across.
Rest.
Lovely. Good job. Good job. How are we doing? You doing okay? Fabulous. Lovely. Okay, I want you to pick up both weights now. So both weights. Just move the chair slightly away so we've got a bit more room. My friends, we're just going to come to step, step. One more. Land the feet wide. Drop your arms. Pull up. Elbows up. One more. Good. Bring the feet together. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower arms. Pull up. Elbows high. 2 more. 1 more. Feet together. 4, 3, 2, 1. Step wide. Lower arms. Elbows up. Again, working shoulders. Inner and outer thighs. Amazing. Good job. Alright, just give me a little march here. Take a little breather. Good. Okay. We're just going to use one weight. So you could place one weight down. Now you can hold the chair if you need to. We're going to lift up and bring the elbow to the knee. We'll do that 4 times. 4, 3. Last one. Take the arm down, just lift. Leg and arm. 2 more. 1 more. Hold it here, lift up. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Lower the arm, lift, lift. Good, so again we're challenging our balance. We're using the legs. Last one. Good job. Alright, little march it through. We're going to do the same on the other side. Okay, so we'll try on the other side. So we do 4 of each exercise. Okay, just march it through. Arm comes up. Elbow back in line with shoulder. Core on. Lift your pelvic floor. Here we go. 4, 3. Try and take the shoulder to the knee. 1 more. Good. Drop it down. Lift it up. 1, 2. Good job. 3. 1 more. 4. Good. Lift the arm up. Bring it across. 2. 1 more. Drop the arm down. Lift it up. 1, 2. Good job. 3, 4. Fabulous. Oh, there we are. Amazing, my friends. Amazing. Good. Now, pop the weights down. We're going to hold onto the chair if we need to. Okay? We're going to step back. We're going to do the same leg every time. Big stride back. Here we go. Big stride back. Land on your toes. Okay? And now bend the knees. Come up tall. And then step it in. Same leg. Land on the toes. Bend. Come on up. Step it in. Now if you can do it without holding on, do it without holding on. Good. Same leg. Step back. Now it's surprising how much balance you need, even just to step back and land on your toes. Fabulous. Good. Hold it there, guys. Hold it there. Little walk through. It's that nice little tap. Shall we try on the other side? The other side, okay? Okay. We'll take the other leg back. Hands to chest. Here we go. Hold on if you need to. Now, if you want to do it quicker, you can do it quicker. I'm doing it nice and slowly, okay? Give you time. Now, the deeper we bend the knees, the harder we're going to be working. You can hold on. Not hold on. Totally up to you. Step back. So just come to where you can. Watching that we keep the front knee on top of the ankle. Step it in. Lovely. Good job. Lovely. Nice little tap it out. Doing well, guys. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. one last exercise, okay, and then we're going to think about stretching out. So just grab your tins if you can. We're going to march and we're going to do 4 little curls. 2, 3, 4. Now punch it up. 4 alternate. Bring the arms down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep marching. Punch up. Alternates for 4. Keep marching. Lower. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Keep marching. Punch. Punch. Good. Bring it down. Good. Amazing, my friends. Good job. Good job. I'm just going to bob my tins down. And let's think about taking a nice stretch out. Well done. So just march on the spot. Just march on the spot. Take your feet a little wider. We'll keep the chair there because we're going to use it in a moment. Now just land. Bend those knees. Take a big circle. Bend your knees. Take a big circle. So bend and sweep. Bend and sweep. Lovely. Bend and sweep. Superb. Driving the bum back. Good. Bend and sweep. One more. Lovely. Now bring your feet in. Let's hold onto the chair. Take one leg back into a big, long stride. Stay there for me. Let me turn that music down. Brilliant. So pressing the back heel down. Feel the stretch to the lower back of the calf. Make sure your foot is forwards. Well done, let's step it on in and let's try on the other side. So big long stride, heel down, hip forwards of this straightened leg. Don't let the hip come out at an angle, keep the hip forwards. Well done, let's bring it on in now. Superb. Now hold onto the chair. Pick up one leg if you can. Heel to bottom. Bring the knees together. Stand up nice and tall. And stretch through the front of the thigh there into your quad. Now if it's too much standing, when you're in bed, you can always do this lying on your tummy and try and do it lying on the tummy. It gets all the way down the front of your thigh, and there's one of those big muscles that crosses the hip. Let's try on the other side. So bring those knees together, stand nice and tall. Heel to the bottom. Just breathing in and out, taking our time, not being impatient with our stretches. Lovely. Let's hold it there. Now I want you to hold onto the chair. I want you to step out really wide apart and just bend one knee and bring the inner thigh of that straightened leg down towards the floor. I'm just going to hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Try on the other side. So use the chair if you need to, or bring your elbow onto the knee. That nice stretch through the inner thigh. Bring it on up, guys. Just bring your feet in. Take a little march there. How are you feeling? You feeling good? Fabulous. Okay, now just hold on to your chair. Take your feet away from your chair. Now tuck your pelvis, your bum. If you had a tail, Imagine tucking it right in between the legs. Tuck your chin to the chest and round through your back. And then go the other way. Tuck your chin, round up. Lovely, tuck and round. And the other way. Lovely, last one. Nice, come back. Just walk it in. Take a nice big breath. So bend your knees. Let's reach up into fingertips. Reach into your fingers. And then bring it down. Just one more. Bend your knees. Sweep those arms back and up. And then breathe out. Well done, everybody. Thank you for joining me for Move More with Mary. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments. Well done, everybody. Superb. Keep moving. Keep doing what you can. Focus on what you can do and not on what you can't do. Well done. Have a great day, everybody. See you soon.